everyone, welcome to week 9. Just want to take a minute to go through everything that's in store for you this week. So after you take the week 9 attendance quiz, you'll see under the week 9 module, after the agenda, there's a quick review of week 8. So just read over that real quick. Then we have a video which gives you a follow-up to the Arguing Crisis essay that you read for homework last week. So make sure you watch that. It's not terribly long. Then we have our first lesson for week 9, and it is on analyzing argument. There will be a PowerPoint and a video lesson. This lesson is super important. We're starting to turn our attention towards the final exam essay. And that essay is going to ask you to write a rhetorical analysis on an argument. So in the course project, your argumentative research paper, we've been focusing on how to create and present your own argument, how to be convincing and persuasive. The final exam essay is going to ask you to go from the other side and to analyze how others have made their argument, what elements they've used, what techniques they've used. And we're, as I said, we're starting to turn our attention towards that aspect of argument. Now, you've already done this a little bit throughout the quarter. You did it in week 1 when you read the essay, No Escape from Helicopter Parents. We've been doing it every week in our weekly discussions. And you've kind of started to do it a little bit with those sample essays as well, the Arguing Value, Arguing Cause, and Arguing Crisis essays. We have already started looking at how an argument has been presented. So this lesson this week on analyzing argument gets a little more in depth with that whole process. The next lesson is on analyzing visual argument specifically. That lesson is of the utmost importance because that is what you will be doing on your final exam essay. You will be choosing from one of the images we've looked at in our weekly discussions, and that's what you'll be writing your rhetorical analysis on. So this particular lesson on how to analyze visual argument is going to be super helpful to you as you start preparing for that final exam. So please make sure you go over both lessons, look over the PowerPoints, and try to watch the videos, or at least listen to the videos. They'll help with some of those technical things. The homework for this week, it says to read over chapter 6. Again, just give it a brief look over. It reinforces the 2 lessons on analyzing argument and analyzing visual argument. I broke it up into 2 lessons, but it's kind of all together in chapter 6. You have the week 9 journal, which is of course a follow-up to the week 8 discussion. You'll have an assignment on practicing rhetorical analysis, and then the week 9 discussion, of course. And don't forget that project part 4, the final draft of your argumentative research paper, is due this Sunday as well with the other week 9 items. It was assigned last week, but remember you had 2 weeks to work on it, so if you haven't submitted it yet, try to get that finished and ready to turn in by the end of the week. Alright, so if you have any questions as you're going through the material this week, let me know. Otherwise, you guys are free to go ahead and get started.